water?
Oh, yeah, take water, please. Thank you.
I'm good, thank you.
So that was really nice. I just gave him a nice little bump. I haven't said anything to him. I haven't looked at him.
Yeah.
He jumps up. I just gave him a little easy bump into the chest. He decided not to jump on me again.
Good.
So that's a great sign.
That is good.
So I'm doing my assessment right now.
Yeah.
You know, that's, you know, him calming down as fast as he did is really good.
That was really fast for him. That's not typical for him.
Yeah, and the reason why is because if we enter the place a certain way, with a certain energy, then the dog gets that. A lot of people will actually encourage the dog with more, oh my God, you know, or excitement, look at the dog.
Yeah.
Most people don't know how to really greet a dog, so they sort of feel that. Thank you so much.
Hey.
So then it's just like that. I just walk into his space because he's got a little. Yeah, yep. So I just walk into his space. I control his space a little bit. Yeah. Without giving too much affection, without, you know, just say, I'm here. I'm, you know.
Yeah.
Good boy. Let's first talk about, because I mean, after speaking to you and understanding what your predicament is, so he should do the same thing. He's going to walk into his space.
Yeah.
He's just going to walk into his space like that.
Yeah. Just very calm.
Right. He's going to own the space. If the dog, you know, one of the things that will happen, and he hasn't shown any signs of aggression, but he's definitely showing some signs of being territorial.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay, as long as the owner then controls that. So you'd have to start to object to him jumping up on people.
Yeah.
You have to object to that. So a lot of people won't know what to do, and so the dog jumps up on them, and they get like, oh, or you know. So we're not correcting that. Shh.
So is that him like throwing a temper tantrum kind of?
So he said, I just follow through. Yeah, he's just anxious.
Okay.
You know, just anxiety.
Okay.
You know, there's people around. He's just, you know, so I just set him down just like that, which is, so he's showing me stuff that I need to see, that I know that he's going to be trainable.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and that he can get to another level.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, because what we'll do also today is I'm going to have you walk him for us.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you what we're going to do. What we're going to do too is give you an outline of what we want to see. And in fact, that whole thing right there where we have food down and he gets to graze that food.
Yeah. We don't do that. Yeah.
How old is he?
He's just about a year.
Just about a year, okay.
So,
how much do you feed him? How many times a day do you feed him?
Twice. So I feed him in the morning and at night. So normally he does eat at like his meal, and then he gets to go do what he wants to do after that.
Okay.
But this morning he just didn't.
Okay. So we're going to change that. We'll change that too.
Okay.
And we'll talk to you about a better feeding program, because for a dog a year old, you should be down to about once a day.
Once a day? Okay. That's enough.
Oh, absolutely. And once a day, so that he can actually start putting on some muscle mass. He's not, you know, obviously he's been through some rehab, but he could be
More, yeah.
he could be. So it's not the amount of food that we feed him; it's how we feed him, so that they get a chance to use all that food.
Yeah, so like as fuel, right?
As fuel
Yeah.
and as muscle building fuel.
Yeah.
The other thing too is that we never put water and food down at the same time. So I'm going to start with that thing.
Okay.
We're going to start with that, and I'll show you the reason why. If he has dry kibble and you put water next to it and he has food on top of that, it actually expands in the stomach. It actually will cause bloat and all kinds of digestive problems. People think that their dogs are allergic to certain foods because they're throwing up or they're bloated. It's not food, it's that they're giving water right next to the food.
Right.
Okay, so this configuration right here, we tell people you can get rid of that configuration right there immediately.
Okay.
That all we need is one bowl for a dog.
Okay.
And so what we do is there's water in the bowl all day long.
Yep.
Okay, you can drink water all day long. And shh. Okay, now you can get some. Good boy.
He's super, super affectionate.
Yeah, he's a sweet boy. I love the brindle coat. I love this coat on.
Yeah, it's
Oh
great.
my God, you are handsome. Yes, you
He was
are.
found as a stray. I think I told you that in
Really?
Philadelphia. Yeah. Someone, I think what happened is someone found out what was going on with his shoulders and dumped him.
Ah.
Because they had him on two different strangleholds. So someone picked him up and they brought him to like a high-kill shelter, and the rescue that I got him through said, oh my God, like we'll get him out. And so they had him taken out, and then I guess the other family that took him in couldn't handle him. And so they dropped him in another shelter. So he had two different strangleholds. They had like 20 days where no one claimed them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lucky boy. So back to the food thing real quick. One of the things that we do is that we can eliminate this, and this is one of the things that I'm not really sure why vets don't tell people this all the time.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that it does make sense because this is how real dogs behave.
Right.
There's not water next to their food all the time, so they go out and hunt, so they have to exert themselves.
Yeah.
They get food, and then a few hours later, maybe an hour later, then they can drink water, and then the water's out for the rest of the day.
All right. Lay down. Okay. Lay down. Good. Stay. Well, now he's doing it. He doesn't normally.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So at least I know he has some preliminary about that. That's not too bad, but we
Yeah.
want him to stay when we want him to stay until we release him.
So, yeah, exactly.
We want him to start to do that when he can't see us, so we would start using the blind stay. So I do notice that you have a cover over that, which is great.
Yeah.
I would probably say that he could use a regular flat mat.
Okay.
Just one of a cushioned mat. This might not be for the 6 hours that he's in there.
Enough.
Yeah.
Okay. He did have more stuff in there. He just shredded it.
And yeah, that's not too small for him.
Is that your
That's
house?
that's good size for him. So doing your downstays in there also.
Yeah.
We're going to show you how to do that. So
Get down.
he peed on.
He peed right here. He lifted his leg and he peed here. And he's done it on the wall. Like, if he goes pee inside, which is not, and usually he gives me a warning. So he'll go down to the door, but like this morning, I came upstairs for like a minute. He followed me up here. He was playing with a toy, and then all of a sudden I look up and he's peeing on the couch.
Okay.
No warning, nothing.
So that could be like a number of things, but the toughest thing is that once it starts, it's one of the hardest things to.
I've never been sick enough to it.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to stop because he's already. It's like he's already had permission to do that,
Right.
and now this smells like a place to go.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I do recommend, there's some cleaners that you can get that you can go to the vet or to like a pet Petco that will neutralize some of that odor.
Okay.
It's huge. I don't have any myself, and I've never had that problem because we start with the whole being on the dog, 24/7. Like, if he even starts, it gets corrected, and we take them out, and then he has to know that can't.
Alright, so we'll go over this way. Sit. Hang, sit. Hank, sit. That's it. So he's, since he sees you, this is when he starts going.
Oh, that's okay. This is just.
Hey.
All right, I've seen enough.
One of the
That's okay.
things
That we tell you is that the equipment that most people would use, especially a flat collar,
It doesn't do anything.
it's not doing
yeah.
anything. So then what they'll tell you is they'll tell you to go do a harness to
Yeah.
get better control of them. And what happens is the dog's still pulling. I love the fact that you want the dog right there. I really do. That's a really good sign.
He's always hesitant.
You know, the fact is though, is that even though he's right there, there's still so much tension on that
Yeah,
leash.
definitely.
You know, you're literally having to hold on to him with two hands and with this thing all wrapped up like that.
Right.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to take a little bit better control of him. Okay. Now, what's going to happen is that he might object
Okay.
in the beginning because he's going to start to feel something different than he's felt before.
Yeah.
So you can see I have this all the way up by his ears.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can let that off.
So this
gonna
is
get-
objecting a little bit.
A little bit. There you go. So he already got it. You see that right there? That's huge. All right. So now, when I move, he's going to pull a little bit. But what I want you to see is that I'm not choking him. That there's enough give on that.
Yeah.
See that? There's
Yeah,
enough give
there's
on
something
that.
it stops.
Yep. Okay. Now, one of the things that I did notice too, and that we'll talk about when we give him back and when we do the session with you, is that anytime I give him a correction or a command, I only say it once.
Okay.
Okay. So here comes another dog down the street, and the dog is way out ahead of her,
Yeah.
and I already know that there's going to be some problem with that dog pulling because that dog's already pulling. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the side right here, just sit him down. Now, one of the things that we'll tell people all the time is that most people walk their dogs improperly. 90% of the dogs are walking dogs. 100% of the walking
Letting
dogs
them-
just like
yeah.
that. Okay. So, really nice. You got that information right there. Make sure that this thing's up on. Okay. Now, the further it goes down on his neck, I wind up choking him.
Okay. So it has to stay up right behind his
Stay
ears.
up right behind his ears.
Okay.
It's on for right side control. If he's on my right side. If I went to the left, see right now that if I pull this leash, and we'll go over this when we give him back to you. Okay. If I do it like this will be choking me.
Right, because it keeps going. There's nothing.
Right.
It doesn't stop.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, here comes another dog. I'm going to ask him to just sit.
Cross.
Go over there, man. So you see that right there? Alright. So one of the things that most people have is most people don't have real control of their dogs. Every dog is pulling on that leash like that.
Yeah.
And so you can tell how excited he is.
Yeah.
Back
it's
down.
like-
So one of the things I'm trying to get him to do is understand that he's got to walk at my pace without really tugging at him. See that?
yeah.
Hey. That's better already. See that? So he's not paying attention to me yet, which I get.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not paying attention to me yet. He's paying attention to everything else that's going on around him.
Yeah.
That's okay. So you're giving me what I want, what I'm asking for. Okay. See that? Okay. So once he gives me what I asked for, I give him this. See that? Hey. Hey. See, so then he has to stay there under his own accord. I'm not pulling at this. He's got to stay there because I'm asking him to right now. He's working at this hard.
He's really working hard.
Yeah, he's working hard right now. This is really good.
Yeah.
He's working pitch. Good boy. So let's walk past these guys. once I get that. So, hey, good boy.
Yeah.
All I'm asking him to do is just be calm around this atmosphere right now.
Yeah.
You know, when we get him, we're going to let him loose in a place like this where we give him some long lead training so that he can actually play.
Yeah.
And we can still get him back.
Okay.
We won't have any fear of, you know, him getting out. This is good. This is good. He's already, you see, this is great response right here. See that? Hey. So that's him working hard right now.
Yeah.
I can tell he's working hard.
Yeah, he's always, he's watching like other dogs, which he's been dying to play with, and then his favorite toy.
Yeah.
But you see, the nice thing is that he's respecting what I'm asking him to do right now.
Right.
So without me pulling it, without me having to hold on to him really tightly, he's already getting the message. So to me, that already tells me something. It already tells me the level of trainability this dog is at, which is very high.
Good.
Really
Awesome.
high. Really
Love to hear that.
Yeah. Boy. Hey. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with this.
Yeah, the important thing is that he does get socialized properly with other dogs. He wants to play. He's probably a great player. The dog that we have as our company dog, he's amazing with our rehab. So there's a lot of good places. He's going to be on the team. You know, we would really like for you to have a dog that, in most instances, you can take anywhere.
That's what I
You know,
love. Yeah.
you could maybe take to the office. I mean, Skip loves dogs.
That would be great. Yeah,
You know?
I think everyone in the office actually loves dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, to be able to bring him in and have him behave properly, just have him, you know, sit quietly for any length of time, and then go out and play a little bit, come back in.
Yeah.
But this is a great sign. This is a great sign.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Good job, Nick. Yeah, especially because he's been good. I'm very impressed with him being able to do this.
Yeah, and this, and like I said, it's important that he does get this feeling of being able to do the ball thing.
Yeah.
Because you can't walk far enough.
Right.
You can walk far enough. And you can't run fast enough, obviously.
I definitely can't run fast enough.
You know, you couldn't walk that far enough or fast enough to really take care of this dog's needs
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah, he has to have the free run.
Yeah,
He
he's
has
got
really
to.
go nuts.
He's got to. But this is amazing. This is great. Just for him to be just like this.
Yeah.
All he's doing is responding to just what I want, just off this equipment right here.
Yeah.
See that? I can't do this with a harness. I can't achieve the same thing with the flat collar. He'd still be jumping and pulling, even on that flat collar. Hey. Good boy. If I say sit, I don't say it again.
Okay.
Say
So
sit
just
one
once.
time. If he gets off of that, I just put him back into that and give him the correction.
Okay.
I don't say sit again. He already knows that's what I already asked him to do.
Right. Yeah, it is. Good, how's it going? What are you doing?
You can go say hello. Say hello.
Oh.
Say hello.
Distraction training right now. Yes, bro.
So one of the things that I do, you notice that if I greet a dog, I put no tension on his leash. I'm not going to let him go yet, but I'm not going to put any tension on that leash.
I'm the worst spot. What are you doing? Let's do it,
Hey. No,
He's really calm. He won't do anything.
that's okay. You just learn that he can't. Just give me correction.
great.
You can't jump up on him like that.
He's got fantastic potential.
Yeah.
Hey. So now we pull him away from this. That overexcitement, we just pull him away from.
Okay.
Thanks.
Good one.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So you see that? That's just excitement. All that saliva.
And bonding and stuff too, right?
Yep. That's all excitement. You know, he's just, you know, wound up. Yeah, which is good. Which is good. I mean, this is, one of the things that I like to do is in that when he's in this mental state, that he has to still control himself. He has to just remain like that. That's the exercise right there.
Yeah.
That he wants to go really bad.
But he's controlling himself.
Yep.
That in itself is exhausting.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
So one of the things that we will tell people is that, like, right now, he's off leash.
Yeah.
If I'm not pulling at this thing, when I let it go, as soon as I let it go, he's off leash.
Yeah.
That's that feeling right there.
It's him taking over. He's controlling himself.
Right.
It's not.
Good boy. And him being alert is fine. Let's pass this thing. So here's the other thing too, is that you're going to have a tough time. So you're going to have a tough time with meeting dogs that is this excited.
Yeah.
And especially dogs that are still out in front of people like that. Like I said, everybody walks their dog like that.
Everyone
Does, and they don't understand really how detrimental that is to the dog's relationship and their dog's relationship with other dogs as they approach. Except this guy off leash right here, which is pretty nice. This guy right here. So,
Theo.
no, that's good. That's good.
He needs to be told not to do that.
Yeah. So really, what he needs is he needs some really great dog play.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get him home with Pete so that he can really get some dog play in. I can tell. One thing I love about dogs like this is the bully play, what I call gladiator play. These guys are just like, and we've had people call us in the park. We've had them call the rangers because they thought they were having a dog fight.
Oh my gosh,
I'm not kidding.
No, I believe it.
Because it looks so. Yeah, that's the way they play. And, a few dogs play like that. A few breeds play like that, and it's great to see.
Yeah.
Because really what happens when we pick him up, we start our session right there.
Yep.
So we start our northeast-south walk. We act like we're picking him up from the shelter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
we start our program as soon as we pick him up. He's already started a little bit. I just wanted to see how he did.
Yeah.
But this is part of, thing. Hi.
Hey.
He's very friendly.
Yeah, so is he.
Oh, right. He likes to play on a leash just like you.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. See, that I like.
Yeah.
See? That I like.
What?
Just
Dropping the leash. Yeah, otherwise I get
Dropping
tangled
the
up
leash,
on him.
exactly. Him, I just starting with, so I can't, but that's nice.
Hi. Normally he would ignore him, but he really likes to go
Really?
He's a fetch guy. If there's no ball around, he's a run guy, hike guy with other dogs. But if you're not a dog who plays fetch, he'll do nothing.
Really?
Yeah. He just gets annoyed.
Yeah.
Hi. You ready? You ready? Say thanks for stopping.
Say hello.
Yeah.
So, you can see how that slipped down on there like that, and you're supposed to hear that. So, I already know that I need to move that up.
Just by the sound.
Just by the sound he's making, yep. Yep, so move that back up to there. Okay. There. So one of the things I love about this piece of equipment is that once it's on him correctly, he gets the signal just like that. You see how that calms him down like that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I love about this, is that they get the signal immediately. As soon as it's down here on the strong part of their neck, even though it's choking him, he'll pull it that all day long.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's why, like, with the collars that, like with choke collars and stuff like that, I see people wear them where they have the collar way down here. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's terrifying.
Yeah, and it's not doing
It can really harm the dog, right? Like, yeah.
They get a lot of trachea damage from that.
Yeah.
Well, which is why most vets will tell you to go to a harness, because this flat collar pulling like that is actually causing a lot of trachea damage.
Yeah.
And he'll continue to pull at it because it's just on the strong part of his body.
Right.
Right here, you can't pull it that. See that?
Yeah.
You really can't pull it that. And
I'm very impressed.
this is one of those things that it's a very simple piece of equipment. If it's used wrong, it's not going to get you anywhere. If it's used right, it's amazing what happens. Hey.
Yeah.
That's great.
Great dog.
Time he looks back at us, he's feeling that herding instinct.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure we're all together.
But that's not his job.
So here's the funny thing right now. He was giving me the pull to pee.
Yeah.
And I could feel that. It's just knowing dogs.
Yeah.
But I was walking. He was already giving me, he wasn't pulling out the leash. He was giving me just a pull that he had
Like
to
I
pee.
have to go, yeah.
Yep. And I let him go. And so the nice thing is now, especially on the walk, is that as soon as I know my dog is peed and eliminated properly, he doesn't need to do that.
Right.
So he doesn't need to stop and sniff anything.
Yeah.
Now the walk is just about the walk.
Yeah.
You know, so now that I know he's peed, I know that we're not stopping really to pee anymore. And I can just keep walking. So there's no stopping to sniff. There's no stopping to curve. Doing amazing already though. That's what I want right there.
Ears back is very, yeah.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, job is a strong word. You don't need him to do it, obviously,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he wants to. He wants
Okay.
to just make sure that we're all together and we didn't leave anybody back at the park. And
Okay.
it's natural.
It is. It's not like a.
It's natural and it's cool.
Okay.
One of the coolest manifestations of the herding.
So you see again, like that right there, where that dog is still so far out in front of that
Yeah.
guy. So even though he's a small dog, he's already letting this dog think, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
you know, why is this dog like out in front of him like that?"
Yeah.
And he's going to react like that. So the more we pass by dogs like that, the better.
Okay.
And so what I would normally do in a situation like that, I would ask the guy if we could pass him again, which is what we're going to be doing with him.
Yeah.
You know, he just has to pass dogs
Yeah.
and ignore them.
Yeah.
You know, you can't, even especially when the dog is out in front of a person like that.
Yeah.
That's going to set him off more than anything.
Yeah.
If the dog that was walking next to this guy, like me, the dog was right next to him, he's not going to pay that much attention to him. As soon as that dog is out in front, on point, he's going to go, "Oh, I need to address this."
So what message does that send to him when the dog's out front and he sees that with his?
Yeah, he's just saying, "I need to address that."
Okay.
That this is,
It's just not right.
Yeah, because now it's the dog feeding that human, and that's not, in his mind, that's not the proper way to go. So
Okay.
he gets excited. So if he passes another dog and the human's walking him like this, he's not going to react nearly as much.
Okay.
But he has to now learn that he can't react like that at all,
No matter what.
no matter what.
Yeah.
So this is good. He's already doing what I'm asking,
Yeah.
just like that. You see that?
Yeah.
Walk down the side. Hey. So let him know that that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Good job, hey.
Down.
That's a boxer, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Hey,
Boxer.
is he okay?
Oh yeah.
Hey, he's in training.
Oh, okay. All right.
So this is a sign of how spoiled he is, and what I look for is that he's not gonna. Where's your gun? He's not relaxed. He gets up. Hey, down.
So this is him throwing a temper tantrum pretty much, right?
Yeah, well,
Well, he's objecting, yeah.
Okay.
He's objecting to this kind of control.
Okay.
He's never been controlled.
No, he hasn't been. He hasn't been.
So normally we get the dog totally exhausted before we go to this
Yeah,
step.
and
He just got curious because
Right.
he's done so well so far.
Right.
And now that we're here, we have to
We
go
have
all
to
the
do
way through it.
Yeah, just have to follow through.
Yeah. But yeah, anything like this, or anything that you're going to try and teach him, it's always best to get him totally exhausted first.
Okay.
Because that is when he's most attentive.
Right, that makes sense. He doesn't have all this bundled up.
Right. Exhausted and hungry.
Okay.
So the first thing we do when we pick up a new dog is we don't feed him.
Yeah.
For at least that
Right
first
away,
day.
yeah.
And depending on the size of the dog, like we might not feed him for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why we were scheduling to pick up for tomorrow. Because we weren't going to do this today, but this is fine.
Yeah.
But that just, it lets him get all that, get everything out,
Yeah.
clean his system out. And dogs in the wild do that, every month or two anyway.
Yeah.
Or, they do it when they don't catch anything to eat.
Right.
They don't
exactly
eat.
when they can.
Yeah. But it's good. It's good practice. We tell people to do it every, 2 months,
Every so
3
often,
months.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't feed him for a day.
Okay.
And then the other thing that we get by not feeding him, right when we're introducing all this new stuff, is we're not feeding his anxiety.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have anxiety.
Yeah.
He's going to, be fighting it a little bit. So we
Yeah.
just don't feed into that.
So one thing too, Caitlin, is when we start to do the real obedience training like that, when we start with our downstay, most people are never prepared for their dog to react like that.
Just do
Right.
that, yeah.
Right.
And so once they do, they're either completely put off by it, they're offended by it. Hey,
Yeah.
why are you biting me? I gave you all this love, all this food, all this shelter, But it's the only way the dog can let him, that he's just not used to this, and
Right.
and that he's not used to. He's going through the power struggle right now.
Yeah.
So he's not used to somebody really taking control, really saying, "Hey, you have to follow me,"
Yeah.
and that I own everything that you're going to do right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to try one more time. Come. We put him in and down again. Hey. Hey.
And then he relaxes much more quickly.
Yeah.
Right, because he knows it's
When he
not.
realizes, it's not worth fighting. Just going to wind up here. Just
Yeah.
wasting more
So one of the things
energy.
that I want you to realize too is that as soon as he gives me what I want, George, can you get my bracelet right there, please?
No, the bracelet.
So once he gives me what I want, I give him nothing but relaxation.
Yeah.
I give him nothing but relaxation. I let him know that being down here is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good boy.
Good job.
Good
Nick.
boy.
And the more times we do it, the less and less he'll resist
Yeah.
until eventually,
Okay, come on.
not only will you not need the lead to tell him to go down, but you'll be able to tell him to go down from, way over here, and he could be in the park over there.
Yeah.
And you can say down, and he'll
And
go
he'll
down.
just do it.
Yeah.
So we have a dog right here coming up.
Yeah, and he didn't react at all.
And we want to walk the dog.
So you walk right past that dog and not too much.
Yeah.
But you see, that dog is actually being walked properly.
Right next to
Okay.
the, yeah.
All right, let's try again. Okay. Down.
Oh, we gotta go feed the meter or something.
Good boy. Hey. Hey. Shh. Good
Good
boy.
boy, Hank.
So you see that took a lot less.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is how it starts. So pretty soon I'll be able to me across the street and ask him to go down, and he'll go down for me. Yep. Exactly. Yep.
And then the step
cool.
after that is you don't even have to say anything. You just give a hand signal.
Yep.
And he just goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It's a journey.
Yeah.
It's not going to be quick.
No, it's not gonna be overnight.
It's going to take some time, but you
Yeah.
can absolutely get there. Everyone can.